recording right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey,
I'm
watching being recorded right now.
I'll send you a quick email.
I'm gonna read this out loud for you. Will you follow along with me?
Yeah.
We can move on past the recording.
Can we get a read
It's
too?
recording right now.
I'm just gonna read. Hey Mom, I just wanted to send you a quick email to apologize for being late to your birthday dinner. I basically had the worst day ever. It started with the coffee. You know that I need at least 2 cups every morning to even be functional, and as I went to make my morning pot, I realized I was out. Not a good start to the day. Suffice it to say, I was dragging by the time I got to work. I grabbed a newspaper on my way into the office, and when I sat down to read it, saw my job listed in the want ads. At that very moment, Mr. Barden called me into his office to let me know that I was being let go. All because I had forgotten to file a few days' worth of paperwork. Lame technicality. I packed up my desk, walked outside, and immediately caught my shoelace in the door. It broke, which was the icing on the cake of a bad day. I was late to your dinner because I was walking around the lake thinking about what to do next. When I realized what time it was, I decided to grab a cup of coffee and a new set of shoelaces. A new start of sorts, I guess. So, first step is to stop clicking your pen. Oh, that's much better. Question 2, well that wasn't really a question, but my question for you is, what's the main conflict of this piece of writing? Rodrigo.
The person got fired.
The person got fired. Could you say that there is another main conflict, however? Harrison.
Missed the mom's dinner.
Okay, we missed the mom's birthday dinner. Zach.
The person broke their shoelace.
We got a broken shoelace.
No coffee.
Riley. There's no coffee. So there's a potential of 5 conflicts within here. I would say that Rodrigo, when you said that the main conflict was losing of the job, that's what I was going for. But does that stand out to you as the main conflict?
No.
No, I think actually the way that this is written, the main conflict is that this person missed the birthday dinner. And so the problem is that I sandwiched the main conflict within 2 other smaller conflicts, and so does the main conflict stand out at all? No. So I'm going to rewrite this, and I'm going to rewrite it in a way that I build towards one main clear conflict. And while you're listening, I want you to see if you can jot down 2 things on your paper that will in turn help you to make your own conflict stronger. Okay, got it? So the first thing I'm actually going to do is change my point of view. And instead of write this as a letter, I'm going to change it from first person to third person, meaning who's going to tell my story? A narrator. So I'm going to change the perspective because I think that's going to give me a stronger focus. You don't have to change your perspective, but it might help you. We'll see. So, are you with me?
Yep.
The girl woke up. She walked to the bathroom and looked in the mirror. You are correct. She couldn't shake the sense that this wouldn't be her day. The foreboding feeling sat in her stomach. Do you know what foreboding means?
Bad feeling.
It's when you feel like something bad is going to happen. She walked into, it'd be like you see big clouds on the horizon. What do you know? It's foreboding. She walked into the kitchen to make a pot of coffee and found that there wasn't any. Not a good start. Okay, to the day. Not impossible to get over, though. She walked out the door. Her shoelace snapped, but in similar fashion, she moved on. She still felt like something was coming on the horizon. Okay? She rode the bus to work, climbed the stairs to her office, and walked into her cubicle. A small yellow post-it note sat waiting for her on her desk. See me immediately, it read, with immediately underline 3 times. What? Yeah. Well, the immediately, see me immediately is something it said. It's almost like a dialogue. The other immediately is just a reference to a word. Underline 3 times. She recognized her boss, Mr. Barden's handwriting. As she walked down the hall to his, can you see that?
Yeah.
Office, the sinking feeling returned. He sat at his desk, reading the newspaper, and without even looking up, said, "Fired." Okay. No, that sounds like death or something. You're fired. Now, do you see how the conflict of this piece of writing is now much clearer? So here's what I tried to do in rewriting this. Okay, well, we can give her a name, but don't miss what I tried to do here. Before, I had all these conflicts. So there was no coffee, the shoelace broke, and she lost her job. And they almost came sort of on the same level of problem, right? But were they the same level of problem? No. So what I tried to do here is I kept the coffee and the shoelace, but I tried to use them as more building towards something bigger. Did I convey that to you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Is the main conflict clearer?
Yes.
Okay, so your task is to do this. Now, I suspect that one of 2 things happened if you have a developing or a B beginning. One, in some cases, there just wasn't a conflict. Like I read through your writing and there was no problem. Or 2, you did what I did previously and you had a whole list of problems and there wasn't really a standout. So you need to choose one conflict to focus your writing on. Now, what is a conflict? It's a problem, and it's a problem that drives a story forward. So I had somebody in my last class say, well, the conflict in mine is that they lost the football game. Was that going to drive a story forward?
Maybe even before the football game.
Your conflict is probably going to be something that builds towards the loss of the football game. Unless the losing of the football game, I'm not sure is a conflict in and of itself. So whatever it is, you need to ask yourself, could this conflict drive an entire story forward? Do you have to write the entire story? No, all you have to do is introduce the conflict to me. Okay?
Okay.